Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Good afternoon, good afternoon to you guys out there, all you people who watch our show. Today is Sunday, August the 9th, 2026. My partner here in crime and stuff, he is not here today. I don't know what's going on with him and everything, but we're going to get this thing on the road and we're going to start going. I felt today is very, very important. Yesterday evening, I received a text message about something that's happening in the state of Mississippi. It's unbelievable, totally unbelievable. Jackson, Mississippi, a young black lady was found hung in a tree. The police called it a suicide. A young black lady was found hung in a tree. The firemen came to take her body down. They had to have ladders to get up there to take her body down off of that tree where she was hung at. But the authorities said that it looked like a suicide. Do you believe that? What's going on, people? What in the hell is going on in the state of Mississippi and also in the South in general? Is we're finding young black folks, women and men, young men, who are being killed with no explanation, no logical explanation as to why they're not here any longer on this earth. The family of this young lady there in Jackson, Mississippi, I know that they are grieving horribly bad about their child who was hung in the state of Mississippi. And the first thing that the law enforcement agency had to say was she committed suicide. She committed suicide, people. If she committed suicide, why isn't there a ladder there? Why isn't anything around there? That the firemen had to come there, bring that ladder to get her down out of that tree. There's a young man who died on Owen Island, and they said he drowned. First thing they come out with, oh, he drowned. No problem. Another black person gone. He's sitting there in a group of white folks. I'm the one who didn't come home. You know nowhere else. This young lady who was in Jackson, Mississippi, probably about 100 miles north of the Gulf Coast, she's hung. Something needs to happen, people. We can't depend on the Department of Justice. They just nominated or confirmed Trump's racist attorney, personal attorney. What the hell is he going to do? He already dismantled the Civil Rights Division in the Department of Justice. Can't depend on them anymore. Where are we going to get our justice from? Who is going to fight for this young lady who was hung? We know that Nolan Wells' parents, they're fighting tooth and nail to find out what happened to their son. We know that there's a young man who was supposedly in a group of white folks, and he was shot in the head, and they called the police and said that he was playing Russian roulette, and the gun that was sitting beside him didn't even match the bullet that went through his head. The gun was found from one of the people, I guess, who were there. They finally hunted the gun down, found out that his gun came from some other guy, and they arrested him for leaving the crime scene and taking evidence that was involved in a crime. That was it. Most of the shit that they arrested him for is a fucking misdemeanor. All you gonna have to do is pay a goddamn fine. No jail time, it's a fine. You can just pay a fine. And this young man is dead. Another young man was drowned. His friends said, oh, he drowned. But they took his phone, deleted all the information off his phone, took his clothes, hit him, and walked away. No well phone was found in his supposedly quote unquote white friend's home. But he's sitting on Horn Island, supposedly on Horn Island, and he didn't drown. His body washes up on shore, I guess, 2 days later. But his phone is with his friends. His car keys are with his friends. What young man, young lady today let someone take their phone, their cell phone, and they keep it and wipe all of his data away off of his phone? Somebody had to know what the hell they were doing and trying to hide something. People, it's not, this shit is not adding up. It's not adding up at all. So I had to say this. I had to talk about this. I know that my partner here is not here. I hope that he had showed up so he and I can have a decent conversation about what's going on, because I'm pretty sure that I don't think that he has heard about this. Someone texted me this and stuff yesterday evening. That's how I heard about it. This young lady in Jackson, Mississippi, supposedly, according to the police, hung herself, committed suicide. Somebody, somewhere in this country, need to find out what the hell is going on. This shit does not make any sense. Excuse my French, this is Sunday. I have no business cursing here on the Lord's Day. But I am totally upset about what the heck has happened with this young lady, and we need to find out what's going on. The news people need to get on this. Black news, all you guys independent folks out there need to get on to this to find out what the hell is going on. This is just too much, too much, and too much. I'm telling you, it's too much. We have to do something. What? I don't know. It takes marching, if it takes doing something, if it takes going down there and and getting millions and millions and millions of people, black folks out there in the street again, we need to do something. We cannot allow this shit to continue for them to just kill, murder our young black folks. Those are our children. This is not a coincidental thing here. This shit, it seems like this is some kind of a planned assassination, a genocide of our young folks. If I have to say it, I know there's some harsh words to say, but that's what it looks like to me. I'm going to lend my voice and stuff to whatever needs to be done, and I'm hoping a lot of other you independent folks out there who's doing y'all podcast do the same damn thing. We need to bring this shit before the people in this country and the world. We need some answers, people. We need some answers, and we need somebody in jail, whoever it may be, black, white, purple, pink, Democrat, Republican, Jewish, or whatever, need to be in jail. And it's not just one person who was involved in this stuff here. There is a concerted effort out there to kill off young black people. It's got to be. There's no other reason for it to happen. And it's happening in the South. Texas, Mississippi, Kentucky. And only God knows where other states and stuff we have the same problem, and nobody's saying any damn thing about it. They just, another black person died, or they did something and everything, or they found them somewhere, or they buried in some daggone field somewhere because somebody done killed them. FBI? Oh no, shit no. That squeegee out fucker and stuff who was the director of the FBI and stuff, I wouldn't trust him to go out there and investigate a dog killing. He ain't worth two dead flies. Let's do something, people. Let's get out there and do something. Next thing I need to talk about here, people, and I'm sorry that I have to leave that subject here, but I have to say something about it. The midterm election is coming up. For some reason or another, our president has picked out one individual who won that primary in the state of Michigan. I guess he figured he's low-hanging fruit, that he can just sit out there and just say what he wants to say about this man. He called him all kind of names, tell him, and got in front of some news folks and say, this man ain't shit. That is the word. He ain't shit. But every time he trolls him, the young man comes back. And he comes back intelligently because the man's a Rhodes Scholar. He's a doctor, Rhodes Scholar. Trump ain't. Trump probably he paid his way out of college, probably paid his way out of high school. He shared a picture of Donald Trump and his I don't know, anybody used to call him Melania his wife anymore, but we don't see her around him anymore. I don't blame her. I wouldn't be around her. Stank the sound around either. Shows a picture of him and his wife sitting there, and a picture of Dr. Hillside and his wife. There's a comparison and stuff on social media between the two. What do you want? Me and my wife, or this socialist over here and his wife? Well, I'm told you, Trump, you need to leave that man alone. And I had come back and everything, and I said, yeah, we do need to make a comparison here. We need to make a comparison of somebody and their family and stuff who's stealing money from the American people, and a husband and wife who are trying to help to get rid of all of this destruction, all of this thievery, all of this terrorism and stuff with this country, with a husband and wife who have two children who don't want their daughter to grow up in a society that is going on right now. Man, hell of a words coming out of that man's mouth. Leave him alone, Trump. You done met your match. Next on my agenda here, because I only got a few minutes, people. I'm only going to be on this show for about a half an hour, then I'm going to have to go. It's Sunday. I told my wife we're going to walk down by the lake and sit down and have some peace and quiet. Because that's what I need, people. I need some peace right now. This is just too much. Several months ago on this show, I had mentioned to you all about these aircraft carriers, these destroyers, and all these ships that are over there in the Middle East that are sitting in the middle of the Indian Ocean trying to keep a fight going on, an illegal war going on, and our soldiers, people. Does anybody realize that there are 6,000 Navy people on each one of them aircraft carriers? 6,000. And they have to sit out there on the ocean for almost a year and do not come home. Sit back, people, and imagine you sitting on a damn boat, ocean line, and they're out there in that open ocean, and you don't see no land, nothing but water all around you. And you are sitting damn near still in a certain spot because this knucklehead in the White House doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He done started a war that he can't get out of. He done grabbed a tiger by the tail and he can't let him go. However, the tiger won't let him go. They keep messing with him. They have destroyed our military, but he doesn't have enough, whatever it takes and stuff, integrity or whatever it is, to realize that he screwed up big time. They got these people isolated. 6,000. There's two of them out there, so there's 12,000 men sitting out there on ships, and the toilets are backing up. They're finally letting pictures come out and everything showing feces all over the ship floor. The bathrooms have mold in them. They're not even feeding these soldiers, these Navy people out there on these ships, people. They're feeding them slop. They can't even get food to them. But yet and still, you got your military complex and everything sitting up there in the Pentagon. They're going out, whatever, doing whatever they're doing. And these poor young men are living in squalor. And they're supposed to be the people who are protecting us. Oh man, he has shown up, people. Your man is showing up. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. Man, I had to get started, man, because I got to be down here at 3 o'clock. Me and the wife will be going somewhere, brother. What you doing here, man? You ain't shoot. Hey, people, there he is. He's sitting up in there feeding his face. I'm gonna get him on here, I guess. Hopefully, I don't know what the hell going on here with this old Mr. Harvey is. Man, you late. You supposed to have been here. I had to get started, like I said, so I'm gonna do what I can to bring your ass in here and quit feeding your face, man. We got work to do here. We got shit happening out here and stuff that need to be done, need to be taken care of. People, Mr. Harvey, I had to. Something happened here, and I have to repeat a few things that I've been talking about before you came on here. Um, Jackson, Mississippi, they found a young black lady hung in a tree,
What?
and they said that she committed suicide.
Oh my goodness.
They
You got me
say
on
she
record?
committed suicide. She was hung up in a tree, brother. They had
Oh
to
my
call the
goodness.
fire department to get her body out of the tree. I don't know what's going on, my friend. I have no idea. I got a text from someone and stuff yesterday evening and stuff, and they had the YouTube video and stuff of what the heck happened. I didn't even look at the video, man, because I was totally upset. I couldn't believe this shit, man. We got too many of our young folks, man, are being killed out here. Too many. I don't know what to say. Hmm. I don't know what to say, man. We got a young lady in Jackson, Mississippi, about 100 some miles north of where Nolan Ryan's parents and stuff live there in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. He goes out on the island. He doesn't come back. He dead. First thing the police got to say, oh, he drowned. Hmm. No, man. That's too much. Also, I did say something about the Democratic candidate for senatorial for the Senate, U.S. Senate in Michigan, Dr. El Sayed, and how Trump been trolling him. he, done, he got on in front of the audience, said the man ain't shit.
Mm.
Last night, he got on social media and put up a picture and had him Melania sitting, supposedly sitting there with him, and he's telling everybody that they are the couple of the hour, and they got Dr. El Sayed and his wife, and he's trying to make a comparison of the two. Which one do you think? What do you do there for?
Ooh,
They
he
asked
cut him up,
Dr. El
didn't
Sayed about it, and he said, "Yep, we do need to make a comparison of a crook and his wife that's stealing money from the American people." And a husband and wife who got two daughters, and we want to be raised in a country that is, is not judged by corruption. Trump need to leave that man alone.
he? He gonna mess around and he gonna get hurt. His feelings
Yeah,
gonna get hurt.
he gonna leave that man alone. Oh, and I know you haven't got the latest and stuff, Ted. You remember a couple of months ago I said something to you on the show about those aircraft carriers and stuff over there in the Middle East that they got sitting out there in the middle of the ocean,
Mm.
6,000 troops, Navy people sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday they had a big, wasn't a big thing, but the Navy secretary decided to talk to some of the family members who had family people and stuff on a couple of those ships out there in the Middle East. And man, those family members came in droves and stuff and everything and read the Secretary of the Navy and all of his executive folks and stuff and everything, Pacific Fleet commanders and everything, read from the riot about they family people sitting up there on these their own aircraft carriers and stuff, and they're not feeding them. They got feces and stuff running all over the floor. They got a fire inside the daggone place and everything, and they expecting them to sit out there in that ocean in that crap. These people are supposed to be the folks who are defending our country, and they're treating them like prisoners.
Mm.
It's a mess. It is an absolute mess going on. Man, this is too much. These people out there, man, I have no idea who in the hell. Hopefully, some of these folks out here realize what they're going on and have started doing something about this shit. We need to change this stuff, man, quickly. I mean, quickly change this shit down here. These people need to be out of fucking office, and we need to get up there and straighten this shit out. It is too much, man. I'm telling you. One other thing that I hadn't said anything about, man, but our good old friend Bernie Sanders is 80 some years old, and he is contemplating on relinquishing his leadership of his organizations that he's been in charge of, the progressive folks and stuff, for all these years. And there's a little tussling going on there and jockeying for to see who is going to take his leadership role and stuff there in the progressive organization that he started. And the two top getters and stuff who are tussling is AOC and Rokan. Rokan is a congressperson and stuff from California.
California.
And AOC, you know, she's a congress lady and stuff from New York. They're all sitting there and everything, trying to figure out who's going to take over the leadership role because I guess old Bernie and stuff saying it's getting closer to time that he needs to get that out of there.
Well, first of all, neither one of them is going to do that because his little group, most of them are prejudiced, racist, bigots, and they think they're better than everybody else. That's just my opinion now. I'm not, I mean, just the way they have expressed themselves on the internet, the way they talk, nobody, you know, you don't think about the other person or other people that's going to be affected. They turned around and didn't vote or voted for Trump. That was in 2016. Because, as a matter of fact, yeah, because they was upset because Bernie didn't get the nomination. So his little group, and he has a large following, young people, whatever, you know. But Bernie Sanders, really, when you think about it, bro, he ain't done nothing but talk. Now he brought some bills to the table and what have you, but most of the stuff is just talk, and he don't talk about black conditions, unfair black conditions. He's for the unions. He's for this. He's for that. You know, he won't health care for all and all that stuff. But when it all boils down, he will not. I mean, I'm trying to figure out when the last time he talked about black people. Never. Never. So his bullshit, you know, as far as I'm concerned, he's full of shit. And he's always been full of shit. So it don't matter. I don't know why AOC climbing to be that. You know, she needs to stay in her lane, stay in as a congressman. She should have ran for Senate if she thinks she's so tough.
Well,
And then Khan, let me tell you about Khan.
you know
Khan,
they're trying to say that she may be a 2028 presidential contender.
yeah, right. Khan want to be president too, and he know all the history of black people. I gotta give him that. He know the history. He know the condition of black people. You know, he from that Silicon Valley shit.
Yeah.
And Khan is very astute, very aware, very smart, very aware in what's going on. And he's a brave soul. But it's something about him that just don't click. And what I mean by that is, I mean, he doesn't have the charisma. He doesn't have the charisma. I've heard him speak several times in to the audience and what have you. And he sounds good, he talks good, but he just don't have that to make people excited, get people excited. That's just my opinion now. I'm just giving my opinion of those two people. And Bernie Sanders, you know, He's been washed up for a long time.
Well, oh man, I don't know, Ted. I don't know.
I got a
It was
story
just
for you here.
interesting. It was just interesting that they had brought that up in the article and stuff I was reading today and stuff in one of my blog posts and stuff out there. I do a lot of reading and stuff in the morning and sometime late in the night. When I get off the show, I'll do some reading while I'm finishing up on our videos to be uploaded. And man, there's a lot of shit going on, man, out there. A whole lot of stuff going on.
I got
But
a
I'm
story
hoping
for
that this doesn't affect the midterm election. There is some folks out there and stuff, Ted. I don't know if you know about it, but there's some folks out there, and there are some organizations out there, man, who are very, very, very upset with the Democratic leadership. That's including Hakeem Jeffries, Schumer, and a couple of other folks and stuff and everything who were in charge of the Democratic Party, DCC or DCCC or whatever they call themselves. And I'm just hoping, man, this infighting and stuff and everything does not create a problem and stuff for this midterm election because there's a lot of folks, man, who supposedly, quote unquote, democratic socialists that these folks and stuff don't like. They don't want them to be out there. And they are looking at them as these folks and stuff who are sitting there at the trough with the Republicans and stuff, taking their corporate money and everything and trying to shut everybody else up in the Democratic Party and the people that they can't control. They are working against them, especially this guy up there in Michigan and stuff. The Democratic Party, man, spent a lot of money trying to beat that man out so he wouldn't win that daggone election up there, that primary. That Haley Stevenson and stuff, man, she had a whole bunch of those quote unquote big boys up there in the Democratic Party and stuff who added to that $60 million and stuff until her call for to beat that boy. And he overrode that shit. He beat them out and everything because there's people out there who are voters and stuff who don't like the fact that the Democratic Party and leadership and everything are trying to tell the people and stuff who in the hell that they want to be able to lead them or to be their elected official, somebody that they haven't really voted for. So he almost lost, and they almost got their candidate. So I'm hoping that I see he fired and stuff. Right after he had found out he had won,
you. He
he threw
everywhere.
out the he threw out the olive branch and everything and said, hey, and Haley Stevenson threw out the olive branch, said she's going to support him in this upcoming general election. So, but I haven't heard anybody from the high echelon in the Democratic Party, especially Chuck Schumer, since the man's going to be running in the Senate and stuff, saying that they're going to back him up. They haven't said a damn word. They've been quiet as a rat peeing on cotton because they still are not, uh, how you should say it, they're not very comfortable and stuff at him as being the Democratic candidate in the state of Michigan. They still think that he's going to lose. So I don't know. I have no idea. They
Well,
need to stop this bullshit. Really.
well, you got to realize that Michigan's a purple state, and the thing about it, there are more conservative, even Democrat people, who are very conservative, and they're purple state, and they can go either way. However, I think that he might have a shot, but I don't think that he's going to. It all depends on what this senator, what he's talking about, and we'll see. I don't know. He was scared to come on any of the national programs so far,
I don't think
and
he's scared. I think that they haven't invited him.
oh, he's been invited, bro. He's been invited to CNN.
Well, he may not want to go on CNN because if you going on these programs and stuff, and these people are out there to beat you up or to dog you out and everything, you don't want to be
No, no,
out
no,
there in
no,
no
no, no,
bullshit
no. You
controversy.
misunderstanding me. I said the Republican. He's been going. He's what's his name? Abdul or Shaheed.
Right.
He's been going on anything and anybody that accepts him. I've been hearing him. He was on MSNBC. He was on CNN. He was on. He's everywhere. He's on podcasts everywhere. I'm talking about that Republican who won in Michigan that he's running against. You
Are you
haven't
talking about
seen
Rogers?
him.
You talking about Rogers?
Yeah,
He got a lot of baggage.
I know he do. And I want to hear him talk. But he just laying back in the cut so far. You know, he might be on Fox. I don't know. I don't watch Fox.
Mm-hmm. No, I haven't saw him on Fox either. But they'll do whatever they can for that man to win anyway. And I think he's got a lot of big time money and stuff behind him also, because he's got some issues and stuff and everything with residency. Is he from Florida or is he from Michigan? So we'll see what the heck happens, man. My point and stuff was the fact that the Democratic Party and how they treated this guy. I thought it was horrible on their part and stuff to do him like that. But like I said, he's brought out the olive branch and everything, and he's hoping that they can mend some fences and stuff and everything because this is very critical and stuff for them to
You
at least
know,
keep that seat.
Ed, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Both parties got a problem,
Oh yeah,
and if you really look at it, is that the Republicans don't mind calling these Democrats socialists or
communists.
communists, far left wing, and I don't hear anybody calling these people fascists, white supremacists, and that's what they should be calling them. White supremacists, fascists. That's what they should be
Democrats are
calling
scared.
Trump.
They're afraid. They're afraid to do that. They think that these Republicans are the same Republicans that they were fighting 10 years ago and 15 years ago before Donald Trump took over the party. That's what they think they're fighting. And they're trying to stay above board and all this cute stuff and everything. We aren't going to get there. We're going to stay on the top. We're not going to get down in the gutter and stuff with the Republicans. But sometimes you got to get down in that dirt with them against and everything and scuffle with them. You get a little mud on you. But that's not their thing and stuff, especially with the folks like Hakeem Jeffries and Schumer and stuff. They're in
That's
the
the reason
wrong
why
game.
people want to kick him to the curb, bro.
Yeah, they're in the wrong game. They don't. If you can't get in the mud with them fools and stuff and everything, you in
You're in
trouble.
the 19. You're in the early 2000s
Mm-mm.
or the middle
Oh
2000s.
no. These are different. These are different animals out there. Different animals. So I don't know. That's why I'm concerned and stuff about it. These folks and stuff, and they already starting to line up, man, to force the Democratic primary candidates and stuff who are out there running to make them commit, especially in the House, commit to putting their vote and stuff behind the Hakeem Jeffries.
Yeah,
They're telling them, hey, you come in here, you're going to have to commit to doing this. You got to sign something that you're committed to vote for Hakeem Jeffries to be the Speaker of the House
for
for the next
some
10 years.
reason, and I don't know why. And I like Hakeem. They insist on making him the first black, head of the House. This is their whole big thing for whatever reason. I'm talking about the liberals and the moderates. So uh, this is their whole game plan. This is what they want. I mean, just like they had the first white woman, So, but in my mind, I don't think he's as savvy as maybe he is. He got his party knitted together. But maybe he is just as savvy as Pelosi. I don't know. But I know one thing: if these people don't win this party, we're done, bro. If they don't take over the House, and they should take over the Senate, we're done. This country is done, bro. I mean, let me just say this. I'm gonna say a quick story, and then I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm telling you this story. There is a mental prison in Joliet. The story is on MSNBC, and they was talking about what was going on. There's only 200 prisoners there. I don't know how many workers. I was going to do the deep dive and look into it, but it's not necessary because I know what's going on there. These people are there because mental problems or something they did, and they just put them in a mental institute. Well, he ended up dying because he set his room or his cell on fire, and he died of smoke inhalation. But the main reason why he died is because the prisoners just sat there and laughed at him and walked away from it. And then as soon as he fell out, then they dragged him out of there and took him, to the hospital. And he died of smoke inhalation. Now, come to find out that he had sickle cell, and that was one of the reasons why he was sort of kind of mental, because that's a debilitating disease, very painful, and he's supposed to be taken care of, but they don't take care of his sickle cell. But anyway, he ended up dying, and then 2 weeks later or less, another person died. Through almost the same condition. And I'm thinking that the reason why this is happening is because these people got to, besides the mean characters that these people are, but at the same time, these people are getting federal government money or grants or what have you to have these little jail houses or prison houses and treat people like shit, and money that they put in their pocket, making $75,000 or $150,000 a year, and maybe a half a dozen or maybe a couple of dozen workers or more, and take care of 200 prisoners. And the administration is cutting programs like it's going out of style. Money is short when it comes to these different kinds of programs, and especially in the blue state, because this is in Illinois, Joliet, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing is happening in a lot of these prison houses. They don't have the adequate care for these people and everything. And everything is hush hush now. Everything is downplayed. Nothing is escalated as far as letting us know what is happening to these programs like HUD and different programs that's out there that we never even heard of, or maybe you might have. But all these different programs that get these grants, that get this funding. And so there's a lot of people that are hurting because they're not getting those types of funding. And that's because they have stolen or misappropriated the money. It has been said that this money is supposed to go for this, and they putting it over here for this. This is what they're doing, bro. That's why I said that we're done. If he stay in charge of the House and the Senate, we're done. The majority of those uh, people in need, those safety nets things, I'm talking about 40 million, 50 million people that get these safety nets needs, we're done. those poor people or broke people or whatever you want to call them, you know, they're done, bro. And on top of that, they've already said in the next 3 years they're gonna cut Social Security 20 to 25%. There is no battle for everyday people. These Democrats are not battling, fighting these people and trying to improve stuff. All they're doing is trying to keep stuff. They're resisting. They have no vision. These Democrats don't have no resistance. They're the lesser of two evils, but they have no vision, bro. The Republicans got a they got a vision. Be anti-black, anti-Latino, anti-Muslim, anti-Jewish. They got a vision, bro. That's their vision. Only thing we're gonna be for is white folk, and only a certain kind of white folk. So this is what's going on right now, bro. And we better wake up because see, they in control of the money. That $5 trillion. Well, actually, 7 trillion because he always spent two. The budget is already over $2 trillion already.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there's no fight here, bro. Ain't no whole lot of kicking and hollering and screaming. Ain't nobody don't feel no what they say urgency. There's no urgency with the Democratic Party. None. They say the same thing over and over.
Yep. No explanation and stuff as to why they fighting out there other than it's wrong. We don't like them. They taking money from Medicaid. They taking money from Medicare. And that's it. And there's no, I find it very, very telling and stuff now that the only thing that you hear from them is what the Republicans have done.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything about what they plan on doing.
That's right.
What is your plan? You can sit there and look around there and complain about what the Republicans have done, but what are your plans to get done? What are you planning on doing when you get the reins again? Are you planning on doing something to help people? Or are you just sitting around and everything, fighting the same old daggone problems and stuff, trying to figure out and stuff how you're going to keep the same old shit going on? Because I told you, man, whatever Trump has done, man, there's no fucking going back, man. What they're going to have to do is figure out how they're going to make things better. And I don't see them going back and taking away that daggone tax cut that them people got. How in the hell are you going to do that? These people got too much corporate money out there to stop that shit. You're going to have to figure out how you're going to be able to keep people and stuff with their health care plans and all that other stuff, and how you plan on doing it and where the money is going to come from. How are you going to get it? Because I don't see them going back and getting rid of that daggone tax cut. The willpower in the Democratic Party is not there. There's too many people out there and stuff there that is feeding at that goddamn trough. There's too many of them.
Yeah.
They feeding at the same trough that them Republicans are. And people, I'm pretty sure people know it. But somebody's got to go up there and ring that bell and everything and be able to stand up and have some gumption and stuff and everything, because I'm looking at these damn Republicans, man. They sitting out there, and like I said yesterday and stuff and everything, these people are being paid, man. They are getting big money. They're doing all kind of stuff. They're putting their children to work. They're giving them all kind of government jobs and stuff and fattening their goddamn pocket up out there in Washington D.C.
Oh, it's nepotism for days, bro.
Just a slush fund up
there.
there.
And they're doing it in the corporate world. They're getting these corporate jobs. Their children are getting these corporate jobs too.
They doing everything they can to get what the hell they want out of them daggone representatives because they ain't looking out for their constituents at all. And the Democrats is
Well,
in the same fucking boat.
here's the thing that the Democrats don't realize, and I think they have already showed you what he's willing to do. But what they're saying is, well, it hasn't happened to me. I'm gonna keep my nose clean. Well, that representative up in Baltimore, was it Baltimore or Philadelphia? One of those places. She's still under wraps. Got to go to court.
Mm-hmm.
And he come
New Jersey.
last week, just a few days ago. Hey, we got to look at Cook again. Let's get her. And see, these people don't realize that this is the thing. You might have your little title and your position and you making your little money and you might even getting your little side bets and side kicks here and there, but they're going to come for you too. Just because, they're coming for the little people out there that is broken and ain't got no money. And, you just walking down the street and you get arrested and what have you. But they coming for you too.
One of the
You
things
just
here that
don't
I gotta
realize it.
throw, one of the things I gotta throw out here, man. I don't know if you heard about it or not, but I gotta throw it out here. I mean, it's not because me and the old boy got a difference of opinion for a while. I have opinion with him, but you hear that shit about Roland Martin?
But, he sort of kind of ran in like 5 or 6 things. Which one he just ran about?
He had him a mistress, and she got a fucking video and a photo and stuff of the old boy in a very very uncomfortable position and stuff with everything, and she's sitting down there between his legs with her finger in his butt.
What? He
Yeah.
got a mistress, and his wife was a minister.
Hey, she got a picture of him. She took a picture of him. She's sitting down there in between his legs, and he's sitting up there, butt naked, and she watching him, and she's sitting there stroking his thing, and she got 2 fingers up in his behind. The picture's out there.
Well, AI is a wonderful thing.
Ain't AI. He said it was true. He said the picture was true. He said he had to come through and say it was true. He said, yeah, it's true. He said, but me and my wife trying to get past this. And
Damn,
he said anybody that bring this shit up and everything, he gonna sue him.
damn.
So I don't know if he gonna hear about it on our show or he wants to sue us and stuff because he brought it up. But that Me Too stuff, man, is the son of a gun out here, man. It's the son of a gun. I'm telling you, there's a whole lot of folks, man, who are going down. A bunch of Democrats going down. That they're going. Wisconsin governor's primary and stuff. They got that Malcolm, whatever his name is. He had to quit. If he's getting gone, I got to leave this stuff alone. You got some mess going on down there in Florida, and your 20th congressional district down there and stuff. Where girlfriend is at? What's her name? One of Clinton's old running buddies. You got some mess going on, but
Well, addiction is a monster. I was listening to one of the comedians, and he was telling on everybody who was doing cocaine and all that. And we don't know what these people doing, because Friday night, Saturday night, these people want to let loose, and they have these little different parties, private parties, and what have you. And some of them are maybe to a certain degree sex addicted. Some of them might be drug addicted. Some of them might be whatever. But they just don't go home to their little husband or their wife and Because, you know, when you got that kind of money, you know, you sitting up in, you know, with, you know, several million or, you know, 12 million or 15 million or whatever it is, you know, you want to do something exciting on the weekends.
Absolutely. But
So
he
these
also,
people
but,
have these little fetishes, man, and they gonna enjoy and they work hard, they play hard.
but you also have to realize if you want to be out there in the public's eye, that these people out here are hunting you. You are being hunted by these folks out here who
Well, the Republicans are doing the same thing, bro.
I understand they are, and they've been hunted too. All of them are being hunted. You are being hunted. You out there in the public view, you making big money. These folks out there are hunting you, almost like these sports people and stuff and everything. He out there making millions and millions of dollars because you got a big ass contract. These women are hunting him.
Yeah.
You are being hunted, and you need to realize that everybody out there ain't for you. And the reason why he said he's going to sue these people and stuff and everything is because he said his woman is tried to blackmail him. She said, if you don't pay me some daggone money, I'm going to put these pictures and stuff out there. He didn't pay her, so she put the pictures out there. He told her, I ain't paying you nothing. And she put the pictures out there. So now he said, anybody put them out there, he going to sue him.
So
Even
she
though he
was hunting
didn't.
his ass.
Yeah. You being hunted, brother. You being hunted. All of them. Everybody out there, you are being hunted. Everybody ain't like Barack Obama. Who can stand up and be resistant against that stuff. Just like you said, they out there, they doing some things, and man, these folks can be very, very, very convincing and
Because
stuff for you.
we know, Ed, that your weakness is always going to show.
It's gonna show. You got to
It's
be
going to
strong.
show. And
You
if
be
you don't know
strong.
how to be like Joseph and run out of that colorful coat,
You need to have total control of your environment, wherever you the hell you at. Total control, because they got cameras
or stay
everywhere,
your ass
everywhere,
at home.
phones and everything that they sit around there doing. I think he got comfortable. This ain't the first time he's been doing that shit with that woman because he got very comfortable with her. She's some big butt black woman. Anyway, man, I'm gonna have to get out of here. Me and my wife
Well,
got something planned.
enjoy your dinner, man. I think I'll take
I
my wife
will.
out to dinner
I
too.
will, man. You people out there, take care of you guys self. We'll be praying for each and every one of you all, and keep us going. Keep us going, folks. Subscribe and like our channel. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.